What about what presenters can do to counter habituation, the kind of the power of the unexpected to enhance memory?
Yeah, in the presentation we were talking about this continuum. We were saying, okay, so we want to earn a spot in people's minds. We want to control the metaphorical 10% that people remember. And then we asked the question, well, why is it that people forget to begin with? And they forget because others don't pay attention to them in the first place. So attention is a mandatory step to memory. Attention paves the way to memory. And we're intrigued by memory just because, as what you're saying, people make decisions based on what they remember, not based on what they forget. So attention, memory, and decision-making are skills that any modern communicator should have in order to stay viable in business. So going back to attention, which is the mandatory step, we're saying, why is it that people don't pay attention? One of the reasons is because of habituation, which means that initially when we're exposed to a stimulus, you see Facebook or you see the Fitbit, you get so excited and you pay attention to it at first, but the more you pay attention to it, at some point you will get accustomed to it and you'll no longer pay that focused attention. And one of the ways to get around that is to change the stimulus for your audience fairly frequently. What's frequently? In a virtual presentation, for instance, science demonstrates that every 2 to 3 seconds something has to change on the screen in order for people to look at you and not at Outlook. So visual changes is one such example. Speed is another. For instance, we learn a lot from Hollywood movies, where these days the average shot length has decreased dramatically to the point where you see a movie like The Bourne Supremacy where the average shot length is 2.4 seconds.
Wow.
Obviously not the entire movie is shot that way,
sure,
but many scenes are very short, they're very, very fast. So as you investigate your own communication style, how frequently do you change the stimulus in order to make sure that the brain still stays focused and cannot predict what happens next?
Mm-hmm.